Sussman was born on February 12, 1938, in Elizabeth, New Jersey. She received her bachelor's degree in education from New York University in 1961. They named her a distinguished alumna in 1996, the same year that the American Library Association honored her with the Margaret A. Edwards Award for Lifetime Achievement. Other recognitions include the Library of Congress Living Legends Award and the 2004 National Book Foundation's Medal for Distinguished Contribution to American Letters. Judy serves on the boards of the Authors Guild, the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators, the Key West Literary Seminar, and the National Coalition Against Censorship. She is the founder and trustee of the Kids Fund, a charitable and educational foundation she created in 1981 to promote communication between parents and children. Along with Judy's many classics, she has co-written and produced a film adaptation of her book Tiger Eyes and is currently writing a new novel. Judy and her husband George Cooper currently live on islands up and down the East Coast. They have 3 children and 1 grandchild.
I was having stories going round and round and round inside my head, but I never told anybody about my stories because I thought if I did, they would think that I was really weird. So I kept them to myself, and they stayed in there all those years until I grew up, and I never thought of becoming a writer. Nobody ever told me a person could grow up to become a writer. But when I was in 6th grade and we were doing book reports, and even though I liked writing things, we were doing oral book reports, stand up in front of the class and tell about the characters and the theme. I hated themes, I still hate themes. And I was reading, I loved reading, but I was reading the books that I found on my parents' bookshelves, which were not appropriate to report on in 6th grade. And so, as shy as I was then, I stood up in front of my class and I made up a title and characters and a theme, and I always got an A on those reports. And when I was reporting on a book I had really read, I didn't. So I guess that sent me some kind of message anyway.
As a child, Judy spent most of her time making up stories inside her head. She has spent her adult years in many places doing the same thing. Only now, she writes her stories down on paper.